Our first guest tonight is a four-time Oscar nominee who was born in America, raised in Ireland, and now finds herself in Scotland for a new movie called The Outrun. It opens in theaters tomorrow. Please welcome Saoirse Ronan.
I wanted to sort of like fall down into the chair so that my dress would...
It does have a kind of like a look like if you were to fall out of a plane, you'd be fine.
I'd be fine.
Yeah.
It's safe, it's stylish, it's Veruca Salt-esque.
It is, that's right.
Isn't it?
It does have a Veruca Salt feel to it, yeah. Yeah. How are you doing? It's good to see you.
I'm good, it's nice to see you again.
It's great to... Last time you were here, you'd, I think, just been nominated for an Oscar for Lady Bird, which was your... You have 4 Oscar nominations now.
Yeah.
4 nominations is... That's, you know, in a way, 4 nominations, like, wow, I've got 4 Oscar nominations. Is also like, how many times am I going to get nominated before I win the actual Oscar?
4 times the loser is what my friends and family call me.
And then you were at the Emmys with your husband, who was nominated.
Yeah.
And he did not win either.
No, we're a house of losers.
Yeah. You have an empty shelf at your home.
Yeah, I think I've gotten so used to losing now. Like, I don't win anything. So I've gotten so used to losing that I said to him, you know, OK, your category is like second one up. So when you lose, we'll go to the bar, because inevitably that's what's going to happen. And we'll go to the bar and we'll get our popcorn and we'll have a great night. And it won't matter that we both lost.
Did he take exception to your presumption that he would lose?
He knew he was going to lose.
He knew he was going to lose, yeah.
We have very low expectations for ourselves.
That's the way to go into it. Did he write a speech beforehand?
No, but he's very good. He's very good at... It seems like he's thinking on his feet, and I'm always so impressed at how he does that. He's made these incredible speeches to people before, and I'm like, how did you come up with that? And he tells me afterwards, I had been rehearsing that in my head for like 4 days straight.
Oh, all right. Well.
But he says he hadn't planned anything for that. I think we were just happy to get some popcorn. Because you know at those award shows, like, you never get fed.
No, you don't. Unless I'm there, then I make sure that everybody gets a little snack box.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you get nothing, and you get hungry.
Did you give us snacks the last time you did the Oscars?
Oh, yes, I did.
Good.
I guess it was forgotten, but yeah, I gave you snacks.
I can't remember. I was so depressed because I lost again.
We even made a little Lady Bird lunchbox that you were on, and the snacks were in the lunchbox. Maybe someone stole your snacks.
I never got that.
We'll find one and we'll get it for you. Yeah, I'm so sorry that you didn't get that.
It's fine. That's yet another thing I've lost.
It'll be even better than an Oscar. There are rumors that you will be in Greta Gerwig's reboot, or I don't know what you would call it, Chronicles of Narnia, her reimagining of Chronicles of Narnia. Is there truth to that?
I mean, there isn't like no truth to it. She hasn't asked me yet, and she's writing it. But we have the kind of relationship where I just sort of go to her and I say, so I'll be in this, just so you know. And she takes some time to think about it, and then she goes, okay. But she honestly hasn't asked me about Narnia. I think she's so kind of wrapped up in writing it right now.
I see.
But I was supposed to be in Barbie. She had asked me to be in that, yeah.
Now, were you going to play a Barbie in Barbie?
Yeah, I was going to be a weird Barbie, obviously.
All weird Barbie, because Kate McKinnon was weird Barbie.
Yeah.
You were going to be there were going to be 2 weird Barbies.
Yeah, it was going to be me and Kate being weird for 20 minutes.
And what happened?
I was doing The Outrun, which is the movie I'm now here to
Oh,
talk
wow.
about.
Do you like...
I'm still devastated that I didn't get to be in it. And Timothy didn't get to be in it. We were both asked, I think, but we were busy elsewhere, and I feel like
was he going to be in Barbie?
I don't know. Weird
Ken?
He'd be a weird Ken.
Yeah, wow, how about that? And so that's the kind of thing. Do you have roles like that where you go, oh, man, I wish I had either, I'd gotten that part, or I'd had time to do that part, that you kind of go over and over again?
Yeah, I mean, there's things that, you know, you'll pass on and then they come out and you think, oh God, that was a misstep on my part. But I think the one that stayed with me over the years was, I didn't like say no to it, I just didn't get the part. I lost again. But it's a running theme for me. But I had gone up for Luna Lovegood in Harry Potter years ago, because it was like the Irish character, so they got everyone Irish in, like half of Ireland, to come and audition. And I knew I wasn't going to get it because I was too young, but I got to read out a scene that was going to be in Harry Potter, and it was the coolest thing ever. And
You know, I'm in the middle of Harry Potter right now with my kids. So what we do is we read the book, and then we will watch the movie from the book, and then we'll read the next book, and which takes, you know, like a month. But
do you start? Are you just doing them all in one go, or did you start at Halloween time, like last year or something? Because we always watch the movies at Halloween, and it brings us right up to Christmas.
No, we didn't. We just started pre-Halloween.
Okay.
I didn't even know that was the rule.
That's the thing. That's a rule with the films.
Oh, it is.
And do you actually read to the kids, or do you do the audiobook?
No, I read. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
wait a minute. There's an audiobook?
There's an yeah. How far in are you?
I could.
Because you've got Jim Dale who does it over here, but Stephen Fry does it. Yeah, Jim Dale.
Oh, all right.
But we have Stephen Fry over.
You guys don't know who
UK.
Jim Dale is.
I'm really impressed that people know who Jim Dale is.
Not all of them.
Yeah! I don't think she actually
They also
knows who
pretended
Jim
they're
Dale is.
from Minnesota, so we've had some problems with this audience. Yeah. So you're saying the kids would prefer Jim Dale to Jim Kimmel reading them the book?
Listen, I don't know your kids.
Yeah, all right.
I know I love Jim Dale. She loves Jim Dale.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Just ask your kid. Just put it to your kids.
She's so
when
full
you...
of doesn't know Jim Dale.
She knows.
All right, well, you know what? I'll consider it. We'll try it.
Put it to them.
It could save my voice, you know, but it seems like I should read it to them. I think you have to do that as a kid. The movie's called The Outrun. It opens in theaters tomorrow. Saoirse Ronan is here. She's not leaving. She will stay. We'll be right back.
Please, darling. Don't what? Don't what? No. This. I'm sober. Do they know that? Because they seem to know everything else, don't they? You've clearly told them everything that's going on.
Rona, I'm sorry. You come back inside?
In a minute.
That is Saoirse Ronan and The Outrun, which opens in theaters tomorrow. It is, you're great in this one. This could be another one. You could be 0 for 5 after this movie.
I could lose another Oscar for this. Here's hoping.
It's based on a true story, a memoir. Mm-hmm. And we'll explain a little bit about this woman and what she went through.
Yeah, so the memoir was written by Amy Liptrot, whose life we follow. And she's from a place called Orkney, which is a cluster of islands off the north coast of Scotland. It's incredibly remote. And we follow her as she goes down to London, sort of builds her life there, finds beautiful relationships and friendships, and slowly her relationship with alcohol becomes more and more unhealthy and dependent, and she loses it all. And actually the film really begins when she goes into rehab and starts her recovery and unwillingly moves back to the Orkney Islands. And it's about her trying to find her sense of self again in another way.
How many people live on the Orkney Islands, or at least on the island where you were?
Well, so we were on Orkney mainland, which is a few thousand. I can't remember how many thousand, maybe 10 or it might be more. But then Pape, which is the really remote island that she goes to, which is where Amy actually wrote her book. There's like 90.
90 people?
Yeah, there's 90 people.
And you shot there?
We shot there for about 3.5 weeks.
Where does everyone live on an island with 90 people?
You know, in their house.
I mean the crew,
Right.
Yeah.
And they're just in their homes, you know, like normal people. No, but because it's so small, they have just their homes and they have a hostel, and we all had to live with the locals.
Oh,
so
you did?
I lived with Paul and Mary on Pape, and they'd cook for me every Sunday.
For how long did you live with these people?
for like a month.
Wow.
It was amazing.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, it must be weirder for them to have you living there.
It was weird, but I think initially they were hesitant about their home being exposed so much because a lot of them have gone there to escape the sort of chaos of the big world. You know, it's incredibly isolated and serene in a lot of ways. So for a film crew to come in and go, we're going to make a movie about your home, they weren't necessarily on board with that initially. But, you know, we spoke to them a lot, and our director, who was so incredible with them, made sure that they were just so a part of every single stage of the journey. And we just couldn't have made the movie without them. They were just incredible.
You deliver, and when I say deliver, I mean you basically pull a baby lamb out of a mother lamb.
It sounds worse when
it
you
looks
say
very
that.
real.
A mother lamb.
Was that real? What was happening?
Don't do that with your hands.
Well, that's what you did. You were like,
if you
right?
could stop that, please.
It was like when you go to Disneyland, you get one of those big turkey legs.
Just like or like one of those like magician scarves where it just keeps going out. It's not as easy to get a lamb out of a mother lamb as you say as that. But yeah, I delivered 7 lambs, and you see it. You see me literally pull a lamb out of a ewe. At the beginning of the film. And the really crazy thing about it, it was absolutely terrifying. I'd never done anything like that before. And all of the sort of prep that I'd had was just a few farmers going, yeah, you just do this and you get in, you just pull it out. Can you hand me that there? Yeah. And you pull it out and you swing it around. And I was like, right, okay, trying to make mental notes of everything I had to do so that I didn't like kill all these lambs.
Yeah, right. You know,
and when you pull them out and you see it in the movie, it's sort of lifeless almost. And your job is to revive it. So I had to, you know, stick hay up its little nose to get it to sneeze out all the mucus.
And it's a rough thing it's rough. It's not gentle.
It's like violent.
Yeah.
Like you need to be pretty violent with them, and you know, you're rubbing on the side of them to literally bring them to life. But then within a minute, they're like, okay, thanks, and they just waddle off. And it made me think how useless we are as humans, that we spend like 2 years maybe before we can even like get up on our feet.
For some of us, it goes into our 40s, you know? Yeah.
So they're pretty impressive, those lambs.
Well, it's great to have you here. The movie is called The Outrun. It opens in theaters tomorrow. Saoirse Ronan, everybody. Thank you, Saoirse. We'll be back with Adam Brody.